Hello and welcome to another Thursday evening here at Be Connected World. Tonight, our educator is Yoannisis, who is one of the directors and co-founders of Peak Performance Coaching and Training. She is a master level transformational coach, as well as an NLP and timeline practitioner. Her mission: to empower leaders by assisting them to create a change with their subconscious mind on a conscious level by understanding what they do and the why behind it. How can you get your business to the next level if you don't get there first? It's an outside job. It's an inside job out. And by far the game changer in her past 10 years of coaching incredible leaders. Your business is you. And I'll hand over to you, Georgia. Now, go ahead.
Thank you, Alison. Thank you. It's such a pleasure being here, guys, once again. Tonight, what I wanted to focus on, and it's really, really cool because before these gatherings that we have, I love calling them beautiful gatherings, our proximity, hanging around people like you is amazing. I asked myself this question: what do these beautiful people need to hear? And I just trust whatever comes up in my mind. And what came in my mind was emotions, the word emotions. And it's really cool because I did a presentation this morning with a bunch of beautiful women, and it was all on that as well. And it's absolutely beautiful because it is the game changer. My husband and I have been coaching, and when you are working in your business, right, we can give you strategies. We can give you what to do in your business. We've owned many businesses. We've run down businesses, grown them, sold them. We can give you all of that. We can give it to two people. One person gets the results, the other one doesn't. Why? Because of this. The power we hold is huge. The power we hold is massive, right? We all know, I'm going to go a little bit woo-woo, we're energy. We are made of it. We are energy. And what happens is energy comes through us as a thought. The thought becomes into an idea. The idea becomes into a feeling. And then after that, there's action, right? The mistake people make is they don't action. So that's one thing I want to share before I jump into my presentation. The second thing I want to share is the key to moving forward and attracting what you desire and live the life that you really, really want is the first step to that is thought, right? Thinking. But here's the thing. 2% of people think, 3% think they think, and 95% wish they were dead instead of thinking, because it takes more effort and labor to think than being an actual laborer out there and working hard. Because what's going on in your mind are just thoughts, waves, things that are going through in your mind. But when you actually stop, clear your mind, and I challenge everyone to try this one day this week. Just sit for 5 minutes and try not to let anything come in your mind. It's not easy. But if you can start to master that, you can start to create and you can create whatever you want. So what stops us, right? Emotions are huge. Emotions are something we do. It's not something that happens to us. It's not something that, oh, he's just pissed me off. He's upset me, or he's this. He just made me feel this way. It's never like that, right? We've been conditioned to understand that that's the way it is, but it's not. We actually do emotions. And an emotion you've learned how to do for the first time between 0 and 10 years old. Excuse me. And that's where timeline comes in, where I always help my clients. We go back and we heal that, we clear it. So when I want to talk about emotions, I'm going to share my screen. We're going to start. Okay. Can everyone see that? Yep. Beautiful. I'm just going to go into one up here so I can see it. All right. Mastering emotions. Oh my goodness. What happened to my spelling? Something went wrong here. To lead change. It's meant to say. Now, your conscious mind is the goal setter. Your conscious mind knows everything. It knows what it knows. Okay. It just knows. But then what about the stuff it doesn't know? Where does that come from? Right? And that's the subconscious mind. The unconscious mind is the goal getter, right? People that do not achieve goals, right? Clarity is huge because we spoke about it just before, right? You need to know your why. Sometimes people don't know where. You can't change something if you can't see where it needs to be changed. Your subconscious mind is the one that creates that. And that's why people don't move forward, because they don't know how to control their emotions and bring whatever emotion they need to surface at that moment. Or there's too many emotions they're experiencing. They don't know how to let go of them and bring in the ones that serve them better. So I want to start, and we're going to actually do a little exercise today. So if you all have like a paper and pen, that'll be great. If not, you can watch the recording of this and you can do it later. So I want you to know that you are not alone. This is the game changer. We have coached so many businesses, and this is what changes the game. It's not trying a different strategy. Let's try that. Okay, they've got those results. Let's do it. Let's that. No, it's not. And I come from a space of compassion and letting go. It is here. It is here, right here. This is about coming home. It's about here, because life is an inside out job. As I said it, if we live in a 3D world, it's us pushed inside out. Okay, because how you're seeing the world right now, your business, your relationships, your career, your health, your whatever it is, your relation, whatever it is, your friends, everything, family is you. You are seeing an aspect of yourself, right? So when you see beauty, when you see great stuff, then you know whatever's going on in here is aligning to exactly what you're seeing. But if you're seeing, I'll give you an example. I'll come home and my kids haven't done the dishes, and I'll walk in the kitchen. I'll say, "Why haven't you guys done the dishes? Come on, I've been out working this, that, blah, 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 blah." And then I stop, because I'm very aware now. I stop and I walk away and I come in my bedroom and I sit down and I say, "Right." And I tap into myself, because I'm seeing an aspect of myself that needs to be surfaced. We all get triggered. Triggers are great, and you got to thank the people that trigger you, because that is telling you there is something that needs to be surfaced, right? And I'm telling you, everyone, heal those aspects of yourself, and it is a game changer. Life changes, absolutely changes. So how we experience life is the emotions we are feeling. Oh, I'll admit it. How we experience life is the emotions that we are feeling at the. Become clear on these emotions and allow yourself to really feel them, right? Then we must learn to release and let go of them, right? As they could be what is holding us back or moving us forward. When we are able to become aware of what it is that we're actually feeling, because we live in an automatic, it's called automatic living, because things happen and we don't know why they happen. They just keep happening. And because our emotions are just automatic then. They're just automatic, right? Something happens at home, you automatically react, or you automatically get pissed off or upset or angry, whatever. You walk away, you do your thing, you come back, you cool off, whatever. But that emotion is still sitting there, right? So as we move forward, bottling them up inside or pushing them to the side, "I'll be all right," could be very impacting on our own well-being, your career, your business, or those around us that we love. That's my biggest one. Yeah, sure. Career, business, all of that. Absolutely. But the people that we love and love us, right? You get that right, mate, business will be smashing, flying, amazing. Career, everything else will be amazing, right? How do you get that right? You got to get it right in here. You got to be able to have a great relationship in here, because that is what's reflecting in your relationships. So every emotion, as I said, is a behavior, because what we think, right? We feel. What we feel becomes a feeling. It becomes an emotion, and then we act upon that emotion. And a lot of people sometimes, especially in business, they create business decisions or choices upon emotion, right? Like so many times when I'm about to jump on a Zoom call and coach a client, if I've had a busy day or if I've had whatever, I will tell my client I will be 5 minutes. I'm running 5 minutes behind. I will sit down and I will meditate for 5 minutes and put myself in a beautiful space to be able to serve that client. Because if I jump on that call, "Oh, how are you? Oh, how you doing?" And we all do it. We're all guilty of doing it. You're not present. You are not there fully for that person or whoever it is that you're catching up with, or whatever it is. If you're catching up for coffee, it doesn't matter, right? You want to be present fully, and presence and awareness is huge. If we become present, we start to take control and we start to be able to see the power that we hold in here. So every emotion is a behavior. If you don't heal these emotions, and it affects our intellect, your business is you. And I say that over and over, and I will keep saying that your business is you. It's all you. right? It's not a new strategy. It's not a new that. It's enough. It's enough that you know you have got so much in here already. Every single person has a special and uniqueness about them, a very precious spot inside of them. And I absolutely love helping women find that. That is my biggest thing. I love it. So your business is you, and as we always say, and as I always say, it won't grow or get to that next level until you do. So imagine having this glow of energy and motivation sparking up everything that you do, right? Pretty magical. So I love helping you master your emotions to succeed, literally from chaos to clarity, right? And the goals that you were talking about before, amazing. That is chaos to clarity. Enjoy your journey and really begin to love the beautiful soul that you are. Vulnerability is the first step to success, guys, and you don't have to do it alone. This is the thing. People think and feel that, oh, I'm going to take the long way. I'm going to take the long way. You know, I get it. There's a lot of people out there that are trying to help people, or whatever it is. You need a business broker, or you need a coach, or you need someone costless, money stuff, machine. You know what I mean, Mark? So there's, everyone needs something, but you know what? Surround yourself with the people that will propel you forward, right? That will help you move forward quicker. Take the shortcut. Ask questions. Don't hold back, because us women always, I will say that every single one of us has experiences. Oh, I'm meant to know that. I'm not going to put my hand up. I'm not going to ask. No. And some may say, no, I don't do that. I always ask questions. Once upon a time, you were a little girl and you didn't. I can guarantee you that. I have coached that many women in my 10 years, and that's exactly what we do. It's exactly what we do. It's a program that we are running from a child. The power of proximity is unavoidable success, guys. Being around you guys, being around here, I absolutely love it, because I get to talk to other business owners, and so do you. And we must harness this. This is super, and Be Connected has been probably one of the best places that I've ever been a part of. And I'm not saying that because I'm here, because I've been with a lot of networking groups. So now enjoy your journey. What I want to share right there very quickly before I go on is this, right? This is where we are. This is where we need to get to. Events will happen, right? Now, I'm a very spiritual person, right? God has planned our way. We have our path, right? And every event has already been placed there. We have to go through all those events to get to where we need to get to, because it's never about the journey. It's always about who we become, right? That's the magic, the identity, who we become. You want to be a millionaire? Well, then you're going to get up tomorrow morning exactly the same way that you did yesterday and the day before and today and last year and last month. No, you want to be a millionaire? Get up, dress like a millionaire, think like a millionaire, reach out, talk like a millionaire, right? Dress up, change. You got to step into the identity. And we all have a purpose here in life. We all do, even if you don't know what it is. You're in an event right now, and we must see the darkness in order to see the light, right? We have to go through this stuff. And every time something happens, I want you to practice, try this once, okay? I had someone telling a friend of mine, and I was there, and I said, is it okay if I just share something? They said, yeah. And she was saying how she was struggling to pay the rent this week. And I said, why don't you just try this? You've been worrying, you do the same thing over and over and over again. Try something different. And she goes, what's that? I said, let it go. Just trust the money will show up. Let it go. And just tell yourself, okay, become the observer. It's another event I have to experience to move to the next step. And sure enough, the money came up. She did it. The money came up, and she actually messaged through my girlfriend, and she got my details, and she says, I'm going to save my money, and I want to come in, and I want to do some work with you. It was beautiful, right? I didn't do that to get her. I wanted to help her. Just that simple little thing, by changing the way we think, rewiring the way we think, right? So let's go now. We're going to do a little exercise, okay? So we're going to talk about empowering and disempowering emotions. And I want you all to write down 7 for each of the empowering and disempowering emotions that you consistently feel. These should be emotions that you feel at least once a week. Once you have your lists, circle the top 2 emotions in each list that you feel most often and write them just below for each. Okay. So just write down 7. It could be, this week I felt disempowering, let's say. And what I mean disempowering, the ones that bring you down. Okay. It doesn't mean they're bad emotions. I want you to understand that. And remember, the names that we're writing down are just labels for an emotion, but everyone experiences it differently. So it doesn't mean that. It's just a label that was given for something you're feeling that everyone experiences differently, because otherwise we'd have trillions of different names for all the emotions. So it could be sadness, angry, frustrated, that's in the disempowering. The empowering could be grateful, love, happiness, joy, peace, whatever it is. So write down 7 for each. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to do this. It's a very simple but pretty cool exercise that will help you begin to understand. Just put your little hand up, the little emoji hand up, just so that I know you guys have finished it, so I can move to the next one. Beautiful, Desiree. Beautiful, Malcolm. Allison. Beautiful, Leah, Mark. Sabrina, beautiful. You got it, Christian. I can see your hand there. Sabrina, there we go. Yeah, beautiful. All right. Gonna get going. Beautiful. So now what I want you guys to do, okay, we're going to go to the next one. You've picked the 2, okay? So you've picked the 2 most present within you from each disempowering and empowering list, and you've written them down. So now what I want you to do is I want to explain something. We do emotions, okay? We do emotions, and what I mean by that, there are 3 things that have to happen in order to create our state, our emotion, what is going on. Physiology, focus, and language. So what you focus on, all right? So when you look at your body, if someone that's feeling depressed, let's look at this. What are they focusing on in their mind? What are they focusing on? It's all that, you know what they say? They say, if you tell someone, I want you to think about yourself for 30 days, you will hit depression. Because after the good stuff, you got to start picking. You're gonna start going in and saying, "Oh, I don't like this," and it starts to bring you down. So what you focus on creates your language, what you're telling yourself. So what you're focusing is, like, if you're focusing on yourself, right, then your language is going to change. You're going to say, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I can't do that. It's too hard, right? I'm focusing on not being able to do it. My physiology, my body is drawn forward. I'm down, right? So if you could look at that and say, okay, so I'm feeling a bit sad right now. I'm feeling I want to be happy. What are you going to do? If everyone right now, just straighten your back and look up. As soon as you look up, you just open your neural pathways. You just open yourself up, right? And you start to, so you've created the physiology change, which then allows you to focus on something else, which then allows different thoughts to come through to think. So when someone triggers us and we say, oh, she's annoyed me today, she hasn't annoyed you. You've allowed her to annoy you because this is you. You're allowing yourself to feel that, right? You can look at it and say, okay, whatever, and look at yourself and feel, no, I choose, because what you tell your subconscious is very powerful. I choose to stay in love, gratitude, happiness, joy, peace, whatever it is. How do you do joy? Oh, you sit up, straighten your back, lift your head up, and you start thinking of you. Just one thought creates the chain of thoughts to become joyous. People don't understand the power of this. Oh, I've tried gratitude. It doesn't work. I'm too angry. I'm too upset. You're not allowing yourself. Look what you're telling yourself. You're telling your subconscious, don't let me do it because I just can't do it, right? Most people don't realize that emotions are not things that happen to us. Okay, emotions are things we do. When we engage the patterns that create certain emotions, we are in essence following a formula for feeling that way. Patterns of physiology, focus, and language that create specific emotions. Now, I want you to take 2 empowering emotions from your list, only the empowering ones, and I want you to describe the 3 components for each. Okay, so let's just say one is love. Let's say you felt love this week. That's one of your empowering emotions, right? Love. And I want you to write down, how do you do love? Really close your eyes if you have to. Really feel it, right? Step into your heart space and really feel it. My body feels fuzzy and warm. I'm feeling relaxed. My head is up. I'm focusing on, oh, my beautiful kids, or I'm focusing on my beautiful husband. I'm focusing on something beautiful. And what are you telling yourself, right? What are you telling yourself? Oh God, what a beautiful day. I love it. Look at my beautiful kids. Look how they're playing. So I want you to write down for those 2 empowering emotions, and only the 2. Okay, so once you do that, let me know. I'll give you another 30 seconds and then I'm going to go on. We're going to get going. So for those that are finished, I'll just keep going here. I want you all to now do it for the disempowering ones. Pick the two that you're always feeling. Pick the 2 that you're always feeling, like if it's anxious, if it's angry. Anger is the very first emotion we heal, and we let it go. We release it, and that's the biggest. Oh, that's just very, very powerful when you just let go of that. Then people say, I don't get angry. Do you get frustrated? I do. Well, there you go. So anger is just a label. It's just a name, but it's what you feel that is the key. Okay. So do this for the disempowering ones. How your body is, what you're focusing on, and what are you telling yourself at that moment? What are you saying? I'll give you guys a couple, just 30 more seconds. We're near the end of our little lesson. So this will allow you to become to become aware. Awareness is huge. To become aware, to see, oh, I'm feeling that again today, right? Now, when I work with my clients, we go back, we take you back, because every emotion that you experience is not about what's happening around you. It's about how you're experiencing it. And that's the emotion that you've learned how to do, as I said before, from 0 to 10 years old, which is when we go back and we heal that emotion. But by doing this work alone, by consistently, when you feel something, you get triggered. We all get triggered. We all get triggered. Walk away. Walk away. And the number one question, and I always say this in most of my education classes, walk away and ask yourself this question. What am I making that mean about me? Right? Figure it out. Oh, I'm making it mean that I'm not important. Well, how does that make you feel? It makes me feel sad. Okay. So where are you sad within your life right now? Heal that, and that trigger won't happen again. It's the emotion. It's always the emotion. Everything is about the feeling. So I hope this will give you awareness as well as you move forward in the week. You'll start to become aware of, oh, I felt that again. I felt that again. So you're starting to step away from the automatic behavior, because when you start to become aware, you can change it. You can't change what you can't see. So that's it for me. I hope this was valuable for you all. Big hugs to everyone. And please reach out if you need anything at all. This goes even deeper, but this is a very quick little lesson for you all. All right. Beautiful.